show every Thursday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the legendary KYOK AM 1140 and streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Man to man, let's talk.
Good morning, Houston. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well today, which I know you are because you are listening to the legendary KYOK AM 1140, the all-new 92.3 FM KYOKradio.org, where we got the hits that don't miss and is showing up good for your spirit. Welcome to the Man to Man Let's Talk show. I am your host, Eugene Johnson Jr., your transformer, your personal trainer, your pancake maker, and your motivational speaker. That's right, Houston. I can feed you, train you, and motivate you all at the same time. What a beautiful day it is, a day that we have never seen before, and a day that we will never see again. And in the building with me, I'm so glad that I cannot do this by myself, don't want to do it by myself. I got my good friend on the ones and twos. Miss Linda J is in the building. What's going on, Linda J?
Man to man, let's talk.
What it do? We in the house today.
Because it's Talk to Me Thursday.
It is Talk to Me Thursday all day. Talk to Me Thursday all day. Let me tell you, we're going to have ourselves a great time today. We just might have us a little special visitor today. We just might. You know, it's kind of last minute, you know, but hey, last minute to us is on time for God. Come on now.
Right on time. He's an on time God.
On time God.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Don't get me started, Linda J. Don't get me started with
I can go right with you.
Oh, man. You may not come when you want it. But surely he's right on time.
He's on time God. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. All right.
Yeah.
This is how we roll in the building. He's an on-time God. That's right. I am your transformer, your choo-choo pancake maker. Hey, have you heard? Have you heard of the choo-choo pancake? They are the pancakes that absolutely positively needs no syrup. They are cinnamon-based. They are less than 100 calories. They are 20 in a bag for $10 for a short period of time. They are freshly made and delivered. You can freeze them, you can refrigerate them, and most importantly, you show them can eat them. Why? Because they are choo-choo-licious, they are choo-choo-tastic, and they are choo-choo-rific. So you need to go on and get yourself some choo-choos today. All right? Hey, if you want to go to the Choo-Choo Pancakes website, go to CHOOCHOOpancakes.com. CHOOCHOOpancakes.com. What you think about that?
Ooh, them choo-choos.
Hey, did you tell them that what you did with your choo-choo?
Ooh, my choo-choo, y'all. I put peanut butter on my choo-choo.
the crunchy crunch.
The extra crunchy peanuts on my choo-choo.
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know about that crunchy peanut.
Oh, it's that bomb.com. Let it just marinate on that choo-choo.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you have a choo-choo-licious time.
For some peanut butter on your pancakes, it will change your world forever.
Ever.
I'm telling you, look, you don't knock it till you try it.
Yes.
I was like, peanut butter on pancake. What?
It's the bomb.com.
It's the bomb, baby.
Oh, yes,
you gotta get some good peanut butter.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
suck hand.
Don't get that government stuff.
You will get you some Jiffy.
Don't give them that government stuff.
Some Skippy.
It's gonna tear your pancake up. Don't mess with that government stuff. You gotta get the good stuff, man.
Why would you want to mess up your choo-choo with all that peanut butter? I don't know. Need some Jiffy or some Skippy?
None of that government stuff.
No.
You know what I mean?
Don't mess up.
Don't mess with that government peanut butter. I'm telling you right now. Get yourself some choo-choo pancakes.
Yes.
If none else fails, hey, go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com. That'll take you to everything. EugeneJohnsonJr.com. That'll take you to everything. Not only do I feed you, but I sure enough can train you.
Yes.
As your personal trainer, I come to you with little or no equipment to help you get in shape, to stay in shape, so you can own your body. Why? Because nobody knows your body like you do, right? Not every exercise is for everybody. Not all foods are for everybody. So we're going to find out what works best for your body, whether it's one-on-ones, couples, families, kids, athletes, and seniors, prehab, post-rehab. I've worked with them all. My goal is to help you utilize this body the way that has been given to you for you to steward and do it in a way that will make God All right, so if you're looking for a trainer, you have to look no more. Go on and sign yourself up to this workout session here, okay? Because we all need it, okay? Especially your cousin there, okay? Your family there. I'm talking about you too. You need this because we all need to take care of ourselves. Hey, one-stop shop, go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com. That's right, baby. Go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com. That's going to take you to the fitness. It's going to take you to the choo-choos. And it would also take you to me as that personal trainer, your choo-choo pancake maker, and your public speaker. That's right. Whether it's your church, whether it's your business, whether it's your school, whether it's your organization, my job is to re-emphasize the mission and vision of your organization and to help you be the best human beings that we have been created to be. We have ourselves a great experience with those things that will help you thrive where you are. Listen, we're not any good in our profession if we are not good as being humans. We are humans first. We're 100% full-time humans. We are part-time workers. So my goal in speaking to your audience is to encourage them to be the best human beings they can be, because from our human development will determine how well our professional development goes. And that's real talk. So if you need a public speaker, if you need a motivational speaker, you don't have to look nowhere else. I got you. I done spoken to the adults. I done spoken to the kids. I done spoken to the folks at the church. I done spoken at people at the business. So I'm a little here, I'm a little there. Wherever God sent me, that's where I go. If you're looking for a speaker, go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com.
And perhaps if you're getting married.
Oh, watch out there now. I'm married folk now, y'all. That's right. I is an officiant. Let me stop.
Yeah.
I am an officiant. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later, okay? Because we got breaking news on that. Okay. Breaking news on that. So, yeah, if you are looking for someone to be scripturally correct for your wedding, you have to look no more. Just go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com and contact me. 832-449-6017. Shoot me a text and let me know whether it's hashtag fitness, hashtag public speaker, hashtag wedding, hashtag choo-choo. I got you. Okay? Hashtag choo-choo.
I got you.
Okay, this is how we roll.
Bless the blood to get that to you, baby.
That's it. That's it. One of the most important things, in being a speaker, I speak before a lot of men with my organization, Man to Man Let's Talk. This is the Man to Man Let's Talk show. It's a men empowerment organization where we create a safe atmosphere for men to talk about things we generally don't talk about, but most importantly, bring awareness to God's definition of what a man is. Yeah, Houston, there is a definition of what a man is. It is written throughout the Word of God. It's up to us as men to be able to accept it rather than reject it. Family, we do this by way of workshops, conferences, and monthly men check-ins. This is what we do to help one man at a time. Our goal is to make sure that our fellow man do their very best in their homes, in their city, in their community, in their churches, and most importantly, in this country. I'm going to tell you right now, so far as the men go, so goes our home, so goes our city, so goes our community, our church, and this country. And so we're helping one man at a time to see the value that God has created them to be, to do the things that they need to do in the area where it's needed. You don't need no college degree, ain't knocking higher education, but what God has given us, He has given it to us in His Word, and the responsibility that He has given us is very important for all men to be able to accomplish. It's a matter of us coming to the table and talking about these things, and we can do that man to man. Let's talk. Go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com, and again, you're going to see where I have the choo-choos, got the personal training, and the man-to-man Let's Talk, as well as the public speaking. One-stop shop on that website, man-to-man Let's Talk. YouTube channel, subscribe to that. You can hear it for yourself. You can hear about the testimonials from our workshops, our conferences, and our monthly men check-in. So don't shortchange yourself. Go on and check it out now. Look, and support this, because not only are you making an investment in our organization, you're making an investment in yourself. Okay? We're making the time to do what you don't want to do or you cannot do. You're saying, hey, I need for my son, I need for my little boy to go in this area. We got that. All you got to do is send them this way. But let me tell you, with all those things that's going on, that's why You know, I'm not just, God has given me many gifts, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm boasting on myself. I'm boasting on God and what he has given me. And I'm doing what he has called me to do. If he say go left, I'm going left. If he say go right, I'm going right. If he say go right there in the middle, I'm going in the middle. And whatever he's telling me to do, he already worked it out for me. So as men, this is what we have been given the responsibility to do, is to answer the call when God calls us. Because family, it has got to be in our veins. Jesus should be permeating through the pores of our skin because he is so much in our veins while the blood is running warm in our vein. In my vein, Lord, in my vein. In my vein, Lord, in my vein. While the blood is running warm in my vein. Whoa, in my vein. In my vein, Lord, in my vein. In my vein, Lord, in my vein. While the blood is running warm in my vein, whoa, in my vein. Well, I'm gonna sing just a little over there, and I'm gonna sing just a little over here. While the blood is running warm in my vein, whoa, in my vein. I'm gonna pray just a little over here, and I'm gonna pray just a little over there. While the blood is running warm in my vein, oh, in my Houston, I'm gonna shout over here, and I'm gonna shout out over there. While the blood is running warm in my vein, whoa, in my Houston, and I'm gonna shout right over here, and I'm gonna shout out over there. While the blood is running warm, while the blood is running warm, while blood is running warm in my vein, oh, in my vein. Come on now. Come on now, Linda Jane.
Oh, I like that. What would I see me in here?
Ooh, Linda J, I'm telling you.
The blood is running warm.
While the blood is running warm.
In my vein.
In my vein, Linda J.
I'm going to sing over here.
Over here.
And I'm going to sing over there.
Just over there.
While the blood
is running warm.
In my vein.
In my vein. You know what? You know what?
I
if
like
I
that.
don't do anything else.
Ooh, I like that.
If I don't do anything else, I know for sure. While the blood is running warm.
Yeah,
I gotta
boy.
give it up to him. Okay? And that's, like I said, it got to be permeating.
Ooh, yeah.
Permeating through our pores.
Boy, you hope me. I keep that you hope me.
Ooh, Linda J. You know, look, I live about 45 minutes, about 45 to 50 minutes away. And this drive is a blessing to me. Because, man, I get to praise him while I'm on my way. You know what I mean? I get to praise him while I'm on my way. God has been too good to me to be quiet.
Yeah.
You know, Houston, I want you to think about this. If you died today and God gave you a second chance to come back,
oh, Lord.
what would you do different?
What would you do different?
What would you do different?
That's the question now.
What would you do different? And I'm telling you, I'm asking you that question because whatever it is that you would say, whether it's one thing or 30 things, do it now. Do it right now. Okay? No, you got it. And so what is most important about this is that I don't want to wait until I'm on my deathbed before to give God his praise. I'm going to give it to him right now. And as a human being, As a human being, it's important for me to do those things that will make God proud. So family, do what you got to do. But whatever you do, make sure God is in the midst of it all. I'm telling you, it has to be in your vein. Men, today calling you all out, not in a bad way, but in an encouraging way, to remind you how awesome you are, how special you are, how needed you are, how adequate and enough that you are. And you don't need any other man to tell you that. I'm only repeating what the word says. Don't you realize, men, that you are a masterpiece because God created you? Don't you know that you are a masterpiece? You ain't got to change anything about you. You are a masterpiece because you are a piece of the master. Don't you realize that? That's how awesome that you are. And we need to walk with our head up. We need to walk in a way where people see us, they will glorify the God that's in us. That is all on us and the things that we do. Okay? That is all on us. Now, again, if you died today and God gave you a second chance to come back, what would you do different? Whatever that is, do it now. I'm going to let that marinate as we take a break because you're listening to the legendary KYOK. This is Man to Man Let's Talk show, Man to Man Let's Talk. What's up, boy? Good to see you, man. Glad you made it here, man. Yeah, in the building. Got my man Craig in the building. Yeah, in the building, my man Craig. Yeah, man. Found it all right?
Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. No, I really am, man.
Hey, ready?
Radio has changed. Last time I've been on.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it's changed a lot. It actually changed a lot, man.
All to the good, brother. Man, we just gonna have us a black man down in conversation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have us a black man down in conversation. Now, I mean, you know, like Linda J, you know, she'll put up a sign, let me know they have like 5 minutes, 3 minutes. We have a break at 11:40. We'll take like a 30-second break on that. We finish up right at about 11:55. And so she'll give us a countdown, and I'll let you know, kind of like if you're a deep thought, to, you know, I'll just let you know that, you know, that we're about to wrap it up. So, that's on that, man. We're going to have ourselves a good time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
So this is on like right now?
Yes, sir. KYOKradio.org.
That's the show. I'm good, how are you? Like I said to you, I got it on my phone.
On the legendary KYOK 1148 FM. See you there.
Not me, Pastor, not me. Why you on that show reading it?
Show, a tip from Gilbert talk, inspiration, and prayer. Every Monday from 11 a.m. till 12 noon. Listen on the legendary KYOK.
I'm gonna send it to you, brother.
1140
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
You know what? No,
Call in at
you know what?
822-570-8075 and follow me on social
Your
media.
pastor.
See you then.
They said, you need to blow him up. I said, blow him up. I said, I already do. He said, and then still said, why do you do your promo? I said, look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. But if you heard the show, and if you ever heard the show, you all over.
And streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Man to man, let's talk. Let me go off.
Hey. Hey, Houston, we are back. You're listening to the legendary KYOK AM 1140, y'all new 92.3 FM. We are in the house today. Hey, I got to let you guys know this. As we have ourselves a good time today, I told y'all we're going to have ourselves a special guest. And I am excited about what's about to take place in a few minutes. But just want to share some things with you of what's coming up. Hey, we got a workshop that's coming up, Man to Man, Let's Talk. I told y'all how we roll in reference to the workshop. We have a workshop that's coming up October the 29th. Game day, baby. Game day. It is game on. So meet us at the Rosenberg Civic Center October 29th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're going to be tailgating around 7:30-ish. Somewhere around there. Check the website. Go to m2mletstalk.com for more information on that. But I'm telling you, we're going to have ourselves a good time. We are calling all men to sign up as we roll. So again, men, please sign up for the Man to Man Let's Talk workshop. Game day, baby. The whole goal here is for us to have fun and to remember with this responsibility of a man that we still can have fun when we have the right outlet. The other thing is also to remind us that we don't need to put each other down to win. Hello now. We don't need to put each other down in order for us to win, because when you on Team Jesus, baby, you already won, all right? So please go to EugeneJohnsonJr.com. That'll take you to the Man to Man Let's Talk website, as it'll give you information on our workshop. Please sign up if you got any questions. Please inbox me. Please email me as soon as you can. 832-449-6017, hashtag M2MLT, hashtag M2MLT. Linda J, I got some breaking news for you.
Hit me with the breaking news.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Wait, hold on. I already know.
Okay, well, you tell me what you think it is.
You got another wedding engagement.
Oh, Lord, she must be a prophet.
Wait. Flesh and blood to get up to me.
Let me tell you, I told y'all I'm an officiant now. I marries people now.
Yeah.
Okay. But listen, this
I'm
is
married now.
I was married now. I guess you should say it. Y'all need not that color purple. Y'all don't know about that color purple. You know
Are you serious? Are you serious?
No, for real. Yeah, look, Sunday I got a text message. That the lady from the venue who had got my contact information, she sent me a text about 2 dates. She asked me if I'm available next Sunday and a date in November. And I was like, cool, yeah, absolutely, I'm available. And so I spoke to the groom Monday, and I met with he and his fiance via Zoom that evening. So I did a wedding on October 1. That was my first. And now I'm doing another one to close out the month, October 30th.
You better, boy.
Let me tell you how God works.
Look at God.
Look at God.
Look at
you
God.
hear me? Look, you can't write a script for this. I wasn't looking for this. This is already part of God's plan for me.
But we said that. Do you remember we said that?
We did.
Yeah, we said that.
We did.
We spoke that into existence.
We did speak it into existence.
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah.
All we doing is catching up to what God already knows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all we doing. And so, breaking news, I'm doing another wedding. Now, I may do another one in November if the people call me or whatnot. But the fact that the lady thought about me.
Yes.
And she said, hey, are you available? The rest is history.
And it's not about Eugene Johnson.
No.
It's about he who dwells in Eugene
Lord.
Johnson.
Yes.
That manifests
And
this.
that's what I told him. I said, we're going to honor God.
Wow.
In this ceremony. That's what we're doing. We're honoring God because He's the one who instituted marriage. And so God is the highlight. Okay, y'all secondary. But God is the highlight in all this, because y'all gonna need God through this marriage. Y'all about to be under attack big time.
Yeah.
Okay, God don't like you individually.
Right.
And He showed us
Like you
collectively. All right. So I'm just saying, God has blessed me in that particular area, and I am excited about that. Y'all keep praying for your boy. Hey, if you got any questions, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. What's on your mind, what you're thankful for? You know, ask a question that you like in reference to Man to Man Let's Talk. Now, we'll get into some of the other stuff later, but I encourage you guys, please, ladies, please share the information about the workshop that's happening on October 29th. Please, by all means, share that information. Also on Instagram, Man to Man Let's Talk. Like and subscribe to that, or follow us on that as well, where you see what we got going on, okay? So please do that, and let's have ourselves a good time. You're making an investment in yourself, just like you're making an investment in our organization. Let's make God proud today. Now, today we're going to make God proud with a special guest of mine, a good friend of mine. Speaking of Instagram, this is interesting how this happened. You can't write a script for any of this stuff. All right, what happened? I'll never forget, it was on a Friday. It was on a Friday afternoon. I was actually waiting in the parking lot at the Dairy Queen in Stafford. And I was waiting to meet a guy to bring me some shirts. I had some shirts done. And he was going to meet me there. And so while I'm waiting, and I was speaking to my wife on the phone, I get this message on Instagram. And, you know, sometimes we get this, you know, the Bitcoin and all this here stuff. People be spamming your DM. And, but this one guy sent me a message and he was like, hey man, he's like, man, I like what you're doing. Want to connect with you. We got a meeting going on. Want to know if you can attend it. Everything. He said, but look, man, he said, I really would like to get with you, you know, and we sit down and we talk a little bit because I love what you're doing. I'm like, this is weird. I've never had one like this before that is, you know, real and honest. And so I immediately called this guy, and man, we hit it all tremendously, and we've been connected ever since. And this is my guest today. I am so excited of my buddy Craig, who's in the building with me. And words just cannot express the experience that we have shared so far and the things that we're doing. Where you know, he said, hey man, can I come and listen to the show or whatever? Can I come to the show? And I said, bro, if you coming to the show, you come and talk. Ain't no watching. Bro, you come and talk. This is how we roll. You know what I'm saying? This is how we roll. Nevertheless, Houston, I want you to welcome my good friend. Craig, is it Rolland?
Craig D. Rolland.
Craig D. Rolland. You hear it? Not Craig Rolland, but Craig D. Rolland. You know how Fred Sanford said Fred G. Sanford? G stand for get ready. The G, yeah.
It has a certificate in it.
That's it, that's right. Craig D. Rolland in the building. Let's give it up for my man Craig. What's up, Craig? What's up, brother? How you doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great, man. Tell us a little bit about Craig, man. Craig, where are you from, brother?
Tulsa, Oklahoma, man.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so what drove you to Houston, brother?
Well, honestly, the what drove me was me. I drove a van. I drove a van to Houston. But what led me,
some of y'all didn't get that.
Cause I felt led because I've been drove by God to some places and it was a tough drive. It was when he had to push me to do something. But he led me to Houston, man. I was just finishing off raising my kids. Business was still good, and I just went to God and asked him, hey, you know, what's next for me? What do you have? And so he sent me to Houston, and I'm here, and I'm excited. I'm very excited.
That's awesome, man. I'm excited for you and being here. And God don't make no mistakes when he sends folk our way and connect the pieces of the puzzle together. And you know, I'm just honored that you were led by God's Spirit to inbox me, and for us to have this opportunity to speak to one another and to do things that will make God proud, most importantly. So I'm honored by that, man. Now in Oklahoma, now there was some, you know, you have some kids. How many kids you have?
4.
You have 4 beautiful kids.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, during that time that you were in Oklahoma, you not just Oklahoma, but you was in Black Wall Street, Oklahoma. Yeah. Am I right about it?
Yeah.
So how was that, you know, in coming up during that time? Was it as a lot of people, you know, think that it is or whatnot? But only you can tell your story.
Yeah. Is it still racism there? Is it still businesses that are black owned being, you know, fought against, property still being taken? Is the stench still there? Yeah, I believe that. But I think that it evolved. I want to look at Black Wall Street different. I had it on my heart for years. That the way that we're presenting it isn't the original presentation of why Black Wall Street started. Black Wall Street started by a guy from Africa who had some money. He bought 40 acres. and he began to open a business, open a little grocery store. And then if you were a black person and you wanted to get a store open, he would loan you money to get it going. And he would allow them to pay it back as they paid it. And so that's how that business community got built, is by him investing in other people, sharing love, wanting to see people do better. And it's just in the history that they studied that. Some corporate person came and studied that and seen that he was loaning people money to start business. And so they began to copy that. And Black Wall Street, it started from, you know, just a racist act of people to a black male, African American male, and a white lady. They were dating, and that's what happened there. But I don't want that stench on there anymore, because I want that desire to help each other. You know, that's the real purpose of Black Wall Street, was to help other people grow. And I don't want to me, to like, it's like an emotional thing sometimes when I look at it, you know, to play on the death of people that happened in 1921. You know, I mean, you can't change that happened, but if you can make it more about why Black Wall Street started, and bring that back, bring that love back, because I'm about to go back home here recently, going back to Tulsa. I got a friend that's had a business down there for about 30 years on Black Wall Street, and I just said I'm gonna go back. But yeah, it was tough. It was different, but I just think that to get that stench away from there, because people play on that. They play on that bombing, you know, like Gap Band. That's the reason why they call themselves Gap Bands, because it stands for Greenwood, Archer, and Pine.
I didn't know that.
Yep, Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's where Black Wall Street existed, in that radius between Greenwood, Archer, and Pine. You know, so it ran like that. Yeah, and that's why they sung the song "You Dropped the Bomb on Me." Those boys are from Tulsa, Oklahoma, all three of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why you got Gap Band. It's
Wow.
G period, A period, G
G
period,
period.
P
Wow.
period. Greenwood, Archer, and Pine.
Wow.
In honor of what that's what that was about. That whole song you dropped. If you just listen to it, you'll catch it.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna play it because I want to hear now.
Yeah. Isn't that something? That is awesome, man. 281-453-1000. If you have a question for us on the Man to Man Let's Talk show, please by all means do so. So grateful that God has blessed Craig D. Rolland to be in H-Town. You know, he from Tulsa. We from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? We
Louisiana.
You know what I mean? To do the things that we do. Now there was a driving force, Craig, that led you to the Lord.
Yeah.
As short as you can, because see, Craig and I, we meet at our favorite restaurant. And
Is
we
it
sit
hamburger?
down.
Is it hamburger?
No, they have hamburgers there, but we eat our pancakes over there.
Yeah.
You know, We eat our pancakes over there, and so we go for at least 2 hours strong. You know, talking and everything.
We're not doing that today. I understand time and money.
And so you know, he has a story in reference to how he was led to the Lord. And God, again, this is the Man to Man Let's Talk show. We talking about the things that helping us be men, but it didn't just happen overnight.
No.
There were some things that we went through in order for us to be to where we are today. And so, if you could share a little bit about your story, what led you to the Lord, and how that's helped you to be a better man.
First, I really got to say, man, I'm really excited about you. Every time I even get a text message or get a chance to come eat, you know, we're both busy, but I see you're real, and you don't meet real people a lot of times, but you're close. You're very close to my heart. It's only been a couple months, if that, but I feel like you've been in my heart a long time, and it's because of the spiritual connection that God created before we were even born or anything of that matter. And so it's by knowing Him through the beginning. And how He got me was because I was a street runner, meaning I, you know, had my game in me. But I remember being at Kmart. He wants to share this because I was at Kmart, And I had my pager on me, man. I just got with my lady. We was getting ready to maybe have a baby, I think, yeah. And my business was getting ready to start, and and things were going. And I was standing in line, and I remember seeing this guy. He had on this top hat, and he was slick. I'm talking about he was slick. I thought he was like, when I looked at him, because I was like 21, I think somewhere at 21, 22, and so I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, he got it going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I might have a plug or something. But I heard this voice, and I say it real, but I heard a voice say, man, turn your pager on silent. And as I'm reaching down to turn my pager on silent, it goes off. And that guy, he kind of reminds me of him, and he looked back like this. And I saw him look back, and he was slick, he had a little pinky ring on. You can't see this on the radio, but you can imagine it, please. And for some reason, and the guy, he checked me out, and I remember what he was buying a little bit, and he walked out. And as I got out, he said, hey man, you from Washington? You from Washington? And I said, no, I'm not from Washington. I'm not from Washington. I said, why you ask me that? He said, man, because you got the Washington shirt on. You got the Washington Redskins shirt on. I said, no, a friend gave this to me from the store. And he was like, oh, okay. I say, so what you doing? What you got going on, He said, oh, well, I go to Rhema Bible Church. And when he said that, it just hit me so hard. Because his makeup, and what he taught me about his makeup and what he had on and all that, he taught me down the road that's God. Sometimes God will camouflage us, and we'll look attracted to certain people because of what we've been through, but it's really a camouflage to where your heart really is. He says, so because he looked like somebody from my streets, but he really wasn't from my street. Right. His heart was on a different street. Right. And God got me like that. And from there, this guy literally became very influential in my life. Even before I decided to give my life to the Lord, he called me one time, and I had just really got out of the drug game, and he was like, he called me, and one of my employees answered the phone. I was really living good for God. I had really changed my life, and I was like, why am I getting this phone call? And he's talking about, man, this is agent so-and-so, and we know what you got now. Ain't real, ain't legit. We've been watching you. And I'm sitting there looking at my shop, and I got these. I said, nah, man, I'm working hard. I got mad, I'm like, nah, I ain't. Y'all need to leave me alone. And so he's like, Craig, calm down. This is me. But but strangely, after that phone call, a few days later, one of the people in the complex told me, say, hey, man, the feds across the street watching us because they were down there doing selling. Okay. But it was God giving me a warning not to go back to whatever I was doing. Because at that time I still had that stench. Mm-hmm. And times would get tough, and you'll want to go back to what you're familiar with. And God he's always been Isaiah talks about before something springs up, I'm going to announce it to you. I took that literally back in 95. I took it that God was telling me that no matter what is going to happen, if it's what you consider bad or good, I'm going to let you know first. Letting you know that my grace is going to get you through it. Mm-hmm. Grace is sufficient. So that's what led me to the Lord, and I've been on that spirit of just following Him because I know He's real. I was just talking to a friend the other day. I was like, man, us men, we really, really got to step up because the examples that are out there are just go make a whole lot of money and buy a big house. And I said, but you go and do all that, but then you don't even know the person you're living with.
Amen. And the focus is exactly the way that the adversary wanted to be, and it's not on God. And so our goal is to make sure that we are representing the kingdom to the fullest. Yeah. But we have to know what the kingdom looks like. If you know what the kingdom looks like, then you know what God looks like. And you got to spend time with God and know what He looks like in order for us to know what the kingdom looks like. Mm-hmm. Then you know what the kingdom looks like, then you know how to live your life. Yeah. Okay? So it's a process. So it's the same thing for those who want to get that big house and buy the nice car and live a life. You had to know what that looked like to live that life. Well, we have to use that energy to do it for God rather than beautiful, man. Now, the beautiful thing about what Craig does, right? Because you had like a car shop.
Yeah.
Where you did work there with cars and stuff. Show enough him still doing it today. Craig, tell us a little bit about what you do, man. We gotta let the people know what's up.
I detail cars. I've been detailing cars for 30 years, and it's exciting because like me and Eugene was talking one day. I said, I finally got to the point to realize there's a difference between my job and my work. And once I realized that my work was what God wanted me to be, more than what my job was, that's why when the job expires, I still had money, I still had supplies, because I was doing the work of the Lord.
Yes. So
I remember my pastor coming in. I remember God telling me it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm leaving the car wash. I'm literally at a car wash 2 a.m. back in 1991, 91. I'm telling you. And I'm washing my car at night, and I get through cleaning it up, and God say, I'm driving home. God said, He said, doesn't your car ride better when it's clean? And I'm telling you, I know God's voice. I'm telling you, I'm looking around and I'm looking at how clean my windows is. I'm like, yeah, this bug is. Yeah, it do ride clean. You know, anybody can admit when you riding a clean car, it feels like it riding better, no matter if it's button or whatever, the windows. And so I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, my car, it do ride better when it's clean. And so about within the next 30 seconds or so, he said, doesn't it look better clean? And I go, yeah. I said, yeah, it looks better clean. And he said, well, that's going to be the name of your detail shop. Looks better clean detail shop.
Come on now.
And I said, well, get out of here. And so one day my pastor come to my shop, and that was like my overman. Like he taught me to be who I needed to be and put me in the right direction. He came to visit my shop one day. And he say, I say, Pastor, I say, man, I know this is something God gave me to do. I said, man, I really believe it. And he said, yes, he did, son. Yes, he did. Pastor Eldon Landrum, man, Tulsa, Oklahoma, right off of Pine. Right off he lived right there. And so he said, yes, son. And I was young, and I think I was about a year in the gospel at this time.
Right.
He said, yeah, God gave it to you. He said, because your soul looks better clean before him too.
Right.
And I was like, whoa. I was like, that is true. So I've always had looks better clean. Now I'm Elegant Mobile. I go to a lot of different people's houses. I clean a lot of nice cars. And like what Eugene, like I told him that my work, sometimes I'm out here and I talk to different people. They may need prayer.
Yeah.
And they may need some little spiritual advice. I get so much going on. They're living a different life, and so I can pray for somebody to be healed. I've been to houses where people have had cancer. The dad was passing away, and I prayed for them. I mean, it's all about God, and I know a lot of people that I meet, they can sense God's spirit, so I don't never miss an opportunity to share God. But that's what I do, man. I detail cars all over Houston. 832-944-0238. If I can throw that out there.
Yes, sir. Come on, throw it again.
You better throw it out.
832-944-0238. It's called Elegant Mobile Detail. I go anywhere in the city of. I go anywhere.
Say it again.
I go anywhere to get the money. One day I told a friend, I said, man, here's the reason why I go anywhere. Because they said, man, you don't have no limit, do you? I said, no. I said, man, let's just be honest. Back in the 90s when I was, in the streets doing my thing.
Okay. What?
Okay. I went anywhere to make $20.
Come on, man.
$10.
Come on now.
$30.
Come on
$10,
now.
whatever. I went anywhere.
Goodness.
So why would I not go anywhere now for a legal dollar?
Boy, you better preach something.
Something that hard earned money. It ain't no risk in it. I ain't got to look in my review mirror. Any of that. I'm not carrying no illegal substance. I am literally going somewhere to make some money.
Come on,
and
bro.
so that's why I go everywhere. That's why it's Elegant Mobile Detail. I mean, I go everywhere. I'm very expensive, just so you know, out there. And I do a good quality job. I've been doing it 30 years. It's probably nothing I haven't seen when it comes to automobiles, man.
Right.
Windshields, whatever you might need, any knickknacks. So, but yeah, God has blessed my business. He actually gave me this talent. I've never been to school for it. and I've been taught of the Lord.
Yeah, you know that's powerful. That's the message. If I don't take anything else from it, the fact that and that's the reason why as an in-home trainer, I go just about anywhere to train those individuals, right? But I don't look at it as work or my job, like you said.
Yeah,
that's my work.
that's your work.
That's my ministry.
Yeah,
Because God is calling me to go to those individuals for a reason.
yeah,
And it's not necessarily about the money, it's about the message.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
about
it
what
is.
I'm bringing,
Yeah.
to that platform.
Yeah,
Somebody might need prayer, just like you said.
Yeah.
Somebody might need a listening ear.
yeah,
Right? So the job is one thing. The work is a whole nother ballgame.
yeah,
And that's what I love about how you're able to share that information where we don't get caught up in our job, because many of us are at our job right now,
yeah.
ain't doing nobody's work. Let me say that again.
Yeah.
Many of us are at a job right now,
That's right.
ain't doing nobody's work.
Don't want to be there.
God has called us to work.
Yeah,
And what we do, we complain about the work that He wants us to do, but we can't even make it. By one breath, we can't make it. If God say, "Look, I'm done," just cut,
There it is.
cut the air supply off.
There it is.
That's a wrap. And
Yeah.
now it's like, "Oh Lord Jesus, we calling Him now." Oh, look, I love the way that you presented that. The job and the work, and we all about that work, man.
yeah.
That's what we about.
Eugene, you about your work, because when you came to meet me, you were about your work. You might have had a job, but you came because your work is why God connected, what was in it for God, and we were created to glorify God in what we do, and the work is outside in the community, outside in the earth, because that's where we meet so many different people. I remember God telling me that a long time ago. He said, the reason why I have you in business is because you're going to meet a whole lot of people in authority. You're going to meet a whole lot of different people that you'll never meet on this level in the church. And the neutral of that is so good to have that ability.
Absolutely.
And man, appreciate you having me come out, man. And you know how far Houston is from where we are.
You got to take a break from one side of Houston to the other. You got to stop in the rest area, man.
This place is huge, man. Everything's 30 to 45 minutes away.
Pretty much. Pack a lunch. Make sure you go to the party before you get in the car.
And don't run into no traffic.
That's what I was just about to say, especially on 45. You don't know what's going to happen on 45, bro. I'm telling you, it's a little more different than on 59 Southwest. You know what I'm saying, in that area. But I'm just telling you, but when God called us to go somewhere, He already took care of the traffic.
Yeah. He already has. He hasn't checked with anybody.
No.
He's already cleared the path. When I came to Houston, man, He cleared the path. It was home base, man. And when I got here, I felt the Spirit speak. So, being led by God, it just takes time out just to learn to listen to His voice. And I think that's how we grow. That's what Job realized. He realized that. And the young man told him at the end, he said, it's the Spirit of God that makes the man really wise.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We can't be wise without the Spirit of God. Think about that. I mean, what other source is going to empower us greater than God?
Yeah.
No source.
Yeah.
Or as Sweat would say,
Yeah.
nobody. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it right there.
He said, without the Spirit of man, without the Spirit of God, we're just mere
like you,
men.
Lord. I'm just gonna leave it right there.
I like that.
Nobody.
Oh, but they got the point. They got the point.
Yeah, they got the point. Look, this has been super exciting of my man Craig in the building. We're gonna do this again. We gotta do this again. We ain't even got to get to talking about the stuff that we want to talk about. But it was important for me to get my man on today, because I want Houston to know what Craig is doing and how it's the money is the tool, but the work is the ministry and being there for his fellow human beings who needs him in that particular time, and he's answering God's call. So it's imperative that we take advantage of these opportunities when it comes of how can we make God proud today. Houston, let me tell you something. There's so much negativity and evil that's happening today, right now. We're being bombarded with it. And most of us are okay with it. And the reason why I say that is because we're not doing anything to push back on it. So evil and negativity is bombarding us. And as men, it is our responsibility to take the lead and say, no, that is not okay. I don't care if I lose friends. I don't care if I lose money. No, that is not okay. We're going to do it this way, in a way that will please God. Not please me. Not please my mom or my dad, my wife, my children, or my friends. We're doing it in a way that will please God. That's kingdom living.
Kingdom living.
That is kingdom living. Right?
Yeah.
This is not about Houston. I need you to listen to me clearly. Turn the radio up. I need you to turn the TV off. I need you to keep your eyes on the road, right? I need you to really focus for these next few seconds right now. What I'm about to say to you, your life will change once you realize this. It is not about you writing your own story. It is about you discovering the story that's already written for you.
Amen, bro.
Let me say that again. Yeah. It is not about you writing your own story. It is about you discovering the story that God has already planned for you. Read Jeremiah 1:5. Read Jeremiah 29:11 through 14, and you'll see for yourself. This is what this is all about right now. Men, I encourage you, go out there, make God proud today. You have every opportunity to do it. Don't miss your call. You can do it. And you don't need any validation. You don't need no acclamation, and you don't need accreditation. You don't need anything from the men. God has already got you. He's already validated you when he woke you up this morning. Remember that.
Okay, yeah.
So men, as you go out and you make a difference in this community or fall into the storyline that God has written for you, I need you to stay focused. I need you to stay in your lane and stay the course. And just remember that in order for us to breathe, when God has given us all enough air to breathe, which means there's enough blessings to receive in all the things that we do. If the answer to our why does not include God, then why in the world are we doing it?
Amen.
Family, you're listening to the Man to Man Let's Talk Show. I thank you. I thank you for my guest, Craig, who's in the building with me today. We're going to be back again. And remember, October 29th, sign up for the Game Day Workshop, baby. Game Day, baby. It's game time. We're going to have ourselves a good time. Y'all have yourself a great, great weekend. It's the Man to Man Let's Talk Show. Man to Man, let's talk. man.
That was fun. Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. We're in the building. We're in the building, baby. Right there. Thank you, Linda J.
Wow.
Linda J in the building. In the building. This is what we doing. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, y'all, thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Please share this video. And we definitely going to upload this one on the YouTube. This is what we going to do. Y'all have yourself a good one, man. Take care.